This is you. This is your last year of dental school. A lot has happened since your first semester. Some of the people you met during this time have changed now, and some have stayed the same. But you've also had time to meet many other students, each with their own personalities. When you first met this classmate, your initial thought was, what has this guy been through? Dentistry isn't his first career, so he's got lots of stories about life in the real world. He has stories about most things, in fact. You've heard about how he's retiling the bathroom, about how his wife is doing and what sports his kids are currently trying out for, and you've even seen pictures of his kids, like actual printed photographs that he carries around in his wallet. You also know about how much his back aches after a long day of SRPs. So you're about to smile and nod along as he talks about health insurance, when you realize, this guy is a wealth of helpful information. You certainly don't know anything about health insurance. So you ask him a few questions, and suddenly you know exactly where you're going to invest your money. Well, once you have it. The next thing you know, he's filled you in on all of the best neighborhoods and school districts. If you hang out with him more, you may even be lucky enough to learn some of the classic dad jokes to store away for future use.
That's pretty bad.
There he is, the legacy. Everyone, seriously everyone, in this dude's family is either a dentist or works in the dental field. His great-great-great-great-grandfather was G.B. Black, or New G.B. Black, or something like that. Oh look, there's his dad on the cover of another dental magazine. That's pretty cool. Because dentistry runs deep in his veins, this puts a peculiar strain on the student. Most of his classmates think he can just breeze through school without even trying, while many of the faculty likely put unreal expectations on him due to his early immersion in the world of dentistry. In reality, he's not that different from other students. Sure, he may have learned some of the dental jargon before you, but that doesn't mean he isn't studying. If anything, he's studying harder, just to prove that he will indeed carry on the legacy to the next generation, and the generation after that, and the generation after that, and the generation... You've had a long, complicated appointment in clinic today. But just to make things worse, a faculty member casually mentions you also need to get a couple lab scripts in, and get a medical consult from the patient's physician, and fill out like 3 more grade sheets. Oh, and completely change your treatment plan and bring your patient in for another impression. Oh man, you're on the verge of a breakdown, when in swoops your guardian angel. This classmate literally saves your life on a daily basis. He knows all the ins and outs of clinic. He's positive, energetic, and cheers you on. Need a dye trimmed? He's already done it with his fancy burr that you don't have. Need a faculty signature? He'll text your professor to come out of hiding. Right when you need a tray filled, you don't even have to ask. He's got your back. All out of the kindness of his beautiful soul. God bless you, guardian angel. You selfless clinical warlock. You need something, and you need it badly. You're desperate and you'd do anything for it. So you contact the dealer. You make sure that no one is watching, and you head to the meeting spot. He meets up with you in the darkest corner of the locker room, and that's when he shows you his stash. This dude has it all. Extra teeth, rubber bowls, spatulas, high-speed motors, that bully gauge you thought you'd never need. You don't know how he got access to all this paraphernalia, but you don't care. You get a bargain here that you can't get at the student store. Sometimes he doesn't even charge, but then you'll owe him a round of sharpening perio instruments. But what's his absolutely best product, you ask? Simple. One small fee will get you an ortho workup done. That means trimming models, tracing the Ceph, and measuring all those wretched angles. And that, my friends, is worth every penny. You thought you had it hard in dental school. What with all of the competencies and dealing with unruly patients and chasing down faculty? But this girl had to do all of that while pregnant. Yep, she had the same requirements and everything, but she had to smile and listen to patients complain about their partials being sore, all while fighting morning sickness. And you thought those stairs were hard? She had to carry an extra person every time. Sitting at the 12 o'clock position was a luxury she thought she didn't need. Until now. And those paper towel dispensers? I mean, they're hard enough to access for anyone, but stooping down with a pregnant belly just makes the task impossible. Then, of course, there's all the awkwardness of classmates and patients and faculty and strangers all touching your belly without even asking. Because that's not weird at all. Then, after a few more months, she has a beautiful baby, who then proceeds to cry all night, every night for months, because that makes dental school easier.
Come on, let's go. We've got some things to do. We're running out of time. Come on now. Can't wait all day for you.
Let's be honest. Dental school is stressful. And throughout your entire 4-year pre-doc program, every student has had some kind of minor stress-anxiety attack at least once a semester. Well, everyone except this chick. For some unknown reason, she literally lives every day without a care in the world. She lives and breathes Hakuna Matata. 4 tests the next day, you're pulling an all-nighter. She's doing some light reading on a porch, sipping a mimosa. First operative procedure on a patient, you're on the simulator, cutting 10 practice preps before calling it a night. She's, already called it a night. At some point, you come across a totally reliable internet blog that states that dentistry is the most stressful job in America. Maybe it's not such a good idea to start down that path of stress and worry. Let's just, sit down and share a mimosa with her instead. No matter how crazy some of your classmates are, everyone has their own personality. In fact, the more you think about it, the more you start to wonder how others view you. You've certainly shared your opinion with the rest of your classmates, talking about them behind their backs and judging them and overcharacterizing their personalities. Wait a minute. Oh no!